For today's art class with Miss Tisdale, we are going to be using line, shape, and color, baby, color, to create our very own monsters. Just like this one. What you're gonna need for today's art class is a blank sheet of paper, a marker if you have one. If you don't have a marker, then a crayon or a pen will work just as well. And then something to color with, like crayons would be great, or you can also use colored pencils. Now, the first step in drawing a monster is to choose what kind of body or head your monster's gonna have. So Miss Tisdale's gonna take her marker and you're gonna choose. In my first drawing, I used kind of a squid-like body for my monster. This time, I think I want to use the Frankenstein head. Now, when you're drawing your monster, you want to make sure that you're drawing nice and big so that you can use up as much space on the paper as possible. And then I'm gonna give him some nice broad shoulders. You have lots of different options though for different kinds of heads and bodies. You have a round, human-shaped head. We have what I like to call this little ghost squid-like body. We have our little mushy blob dude. Maybe a Frankenstein, a big round ball body, or even a really super furry hairy body. But your opportunities or your choices for bodies and heads are endless. If you don't see one that you like on here, you can draw whatever kind that you want. That goes for your entire monster. You just want to use your own imagination to use your artist voice and express yourself. Now, next step in drawing our monster is to choose some eyes. Now, you could do a big cyclops eye. You could have lots of eyes. Maybe your monster is actually scared of the dark. Or maybe he's a little cross-eyed. Or maybe he is so over being called a monster. Or maybe he's even a little scared. What eye should I choose for my monster? Maybe I'll do the silly eyes. I'm gonna draw two big circles because he's gonna have some really big eyes. And then I want his eyes to be crossed. So I'm gonna draw two half circles on the insides because that's where the eyes are pointing in. And I'm going to draw a mini half circle at the top because that's where the light's shining. And I'm going to just color in this part. Don't forget, you have lots of choices for different eyes. So pick the ones that you feel represent your monster best. Don't forget to draw carefully and take your time. You want to have good craftsmanship. Next up on the list is a mouth. There are so many different kinds of mouths that you can draw. You could even have a mouth with no teeth. Maybe you just have a gum monster. For my monster, I think I want to make him shouting. So I'm gonna give him a big mouth to match his big eyes. I'm gonna make a little bird shape, doot, doot, for the tongue. And give him some nice big teeth. Now this last step is the best part of all. We gotta choose some extras to put on our monster. Do we want horns or a bow tie, maybe kitty ears or alien ears, or even a single little hair or a whole lot of hair. I think for my monster, I'm going to give him some short, spiky hair, and maybe, let's see, how about a big bow tie? Kind of looks like Groot. Now don't forget, you can create any other kinds of extras that you want too. Maybe you want like a princess crown on your monster, or maybe you want your monster to wear a football helmet. You can choose whatever kind of extras and details you add to your monster. You can also add extra arms or tentacles or even a big tail to your monster. And maybe even some stripes. Now, once you're done drawing in black on your paper, this is called an outline. So the final part after our outline is done is to give it color, baby, color. So let's see, Miss Tisdale's gonna use crayons today. And I think I want to make the skin tone of my monster a nice shade of grass green. So I'm going to take my time and shade really carefully. Next, I'm going to use a red color for my monster's tongue. Now, don't forget that when you press lightly, that makes a light shade. And when you press dark or press harder, it makes a darker shade. I'm gonna make the inside of his mouth dark because there's a shadow when you open your mouth. And I think I want my monster to have a purple body. And now I'm just gonna color in all of his accessories. now you have your very own monster. Now, the last thing you need to do is to give that monster a name. Hope you had fun. See you next week.